All right, what is up, everyone? How are we doing? Let me get my everything set up. Hopefully the music is all right. Hello, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are joining. We are going to play some FIFA career mode today. Going to be taking States United, hopefully into the promotion zone, automatic promotion to the Premier League. So thanks so much for joining us. If you're just getting caught up on the series, there are highlights in my channel that you can watch to get caught up. I think we're 8 games into the championship season, so it's the second division in England. And we brought up a lot of American talent that is young. So guys, make sure that if you want to see me buy any of the American players, any scouting, anything like that, try out new tactics, just please shout it out in the comments. I'll read through them, try and play in the way we'll try and get some verticality into the stream. So what's up, Aaron? How are you? This stream brings verticality. Oh my god. How many times am I gonna say that tonight? I have no idea. Uh-oh. My Xbox. Uh-oh. I don't think anyone can see that, can they? This isn't good. Let me check something. That's definitely not good. Oh, here we go. All right. Cool. Crisis averted. I have no idea what was happening there. Ooh, 40,000. That might be a lot. That might be too many. we might not make it out of the stream if I say that 40,000 times. If I say any words 40,000 times, I'll be a bit worried for my own mental health. So what's up, guys? I think we have a few people watching. Make sure to hit the like button so more people can find us. And let's take a look at the team before we jump into the first game. What's up, Ken? How much verticality? Jesus Christ, guys. How much verticality do you have in the room that you're playing in? Well, I'd say I have a very shallow verticality. I would say that this is not a very vertical room. It's not a very wide room either. It's quite small. So can't get in behind any defenses with this room that I'm in. So I think with everyone healthy, I'm just kind of going through what I think right now. The lineup that I like, I do like Cade Cowell. Just in game, he's very fast, and maybe Daryl DK will start this game and Cade Cowell can come on to run at the defense. He does need to get his stamina back a little bit. And Yunus Musa right now, I think we're switching him to a center attacking mid. He only has a few weeks left until he's set for that. So right now, guys, we are in third place. We, in an unreleased episode, I'll be including in these games as well. So we beat Swansea 2-0, I think. Swansea's quite low in the table, 8 points out of 7 games. So we're back into third. We're tied with Sheffield at 16 points and potentially that automatic playoff spot. So what I'm going to try and do tonight, just to like start moving this series along, because I really want to get it to where we're in the Premier League, where we could potentially vie for the Champions League, and I don't want that to be like 6 months from now. I'm just going to start playing through a bunch of games. The transfer window is closed, so we don't have to worry about that at all. So let's just start going through them. As if you missed the last highlight video, you'll notice that I switched a bunch of sliders. I made the games a bit more difficult so that we're not just winning every single game 5-0, 4-1, all of that. So we're at Map Frey. States United is taking on, who's the team that we're playing? Coventry? Okay, nice. And I do want to change the settings back to this. I really love this camera angle for playing on stream because it's very nice looking. But when I'm playing competitively online, I'll change it back just so I can see more of the field. So guys, what's up? How's everyone feeling after that? Oh man, I'm sorry, JD. I was about to ask how people were feeling after the Jamaica game, but then I see you in the room, so I'm sorry. But yeah, how's everyone feeling today? The US is now in first place in World Cup qualification. It's a good day to be a US fan, and we still love you, JD. We still love our Jamaican brothers. Please no V word. The old terminology was playing into space. Yeah, we're like playing into space, playing in behind. I was worried about putting out my video today because I don't really want to like continue the joke, to be honest, but it was too good to not use. I need to change kit numbers as well. I want to make them more realistic to what we play with. So what's up, JD? Hi, Maxit. How are you, dude? I'm surprised you're not streaming right now. All right, nice, John. Okay. Ooh, get him. Oh my goodness. The block. I probably should have gone near post with that. Yeah, US soccer fan. I noticed in the comments that you were trying to get us back to saying playing into space as well. So yeah, we'll try. We'll try our best, but I think people are really loving the V word right now. Stop, number one will start soon. Jeez, man. Like, how can you talk for so long and not get tired or dehydrated? I genuinely really respect you for putting in so much work on those streams. Uh-oh. It's hard at this angle to really defend effectively with this camera, but I gotta do it. Gotta do it for my peeps. It just looks so nice, looks so realistic. Uh-oh, Daryl! I really thought that was Yunus Musa, that's why I tried the skill move. And I don't know what weak foot Daryl has, but the skill move worked. Maybe limit the viewer to describe the stadium. I genuinely cannot believe he's got to be joking with us, right? At this point, that he used that in an interview to describe a stadium's architecture. He really just has to be making fun of us fans at this point. Oh, back to Matt. Let's see if he's got any passing. Okay, nice. Now up, now up. What can we do? What can we do, boys? Alright, now that I know this is Daryl, we're gonna power it. We're gonna power it. So what's up, guys? We have a few people joining us. Make sure to hit the like button so more people can find us. I am Jake. You're watching FIFA America. This is normally a US Men's National Team channel. It still is. It obviously, our FIFA career mode had to be around US soccer as well. So if you're just catching up, we have States United. It's a created club in FIFA 22. And we have basically, other than Tyler Adams, we have most of the B-list Americans on this team, I would say, just because we're in the English Championship right now. Once we get to the Premier League and get an infusion in cash, we can start to transfer in some of the big boys. But we do have Ricardo Pepi, Daryl DK, Yunus Musa, Richie Ledesma are all on the team. And our defense is coming along as well. Justin Shea, Mark McKenzie there. And I think Chris Richards as well. So nice pass. Oh. Yikes. Pepi's passing is not very good on this game, and he didn't have the best passing night, but scored twice. I think, guys, we found our starting striker. What a night. What a qualifying campaign Pepi is having. Yo, what's up, Adam? I didn't realize you lived in the Philly area, Adam. We're probably like when I move back in a few years, we'll definitely be quite close to each other. Oh wow, that came out of nowhere. Came out of nowhere. What's up, Ken? Thanks everyone so much for coming back, continuing to join me. Cheers, even though we just gave up a goal. I think Coventry City, their standings in the table, they're in 6th place right now, so they are quite close to us in the table, and we're We're really trying to get automatic promotion at the moment because I want to start moving this series along to the point where we are in the Premier League with this team. Yeah, man. If usually I come back like 2 or 3 times a year to the area, so I'll definitely reach out to you or hit me up on Twitter. Usually you'll know if I'm in the States because I'm not putting out more videos. Oh yeah, tons of space here, but Chris Durkin isn't the fastest. Oh my goodness, Richie. Yeah, Brad Bobley needs to yell at Richie at halftime for that shot. Great passer of the ball, really unlocks defenses for us, but he did not shoot that well. All right, let me get caught up here. Let's go up the States. What's up, Ryan? How are you? Yeah, I got my brew dog, Hazy Jane, right here. It's Friday, so I'm happy to have a drink in hand. Last night, it was the game started at 12:30 for me, and I had work early in the morning, so it just like wasn't an option to drink last night. Oh no. All these players just move so slowly. It's that low rating. Tyler Adams, he is our key in the middle of the park. Come on, guys. Offside? Uh-oh. Whew. Predicted a 3-0 win and would have been if Zardes finishes that peach of a cross from Aronson. Oh, man. If Zardes probably had 2 or 3 opportunities last night where they were difficult opportunities, but he probably should have done better on at least one of them, including that one that just fizzed right across the goal face. Gotta finish those. Oh, DK. Weah actually hit that cross. Yeah. Weah, man. What a talent. Holy moly. Come on. Bury that one. Yes, Richie. Alright. Brad Bobley gave him a halftime shellacking. A mental shellacking. And he was able to keep his composure there. You love to see it. Nice. Great goal. Good team movement. Look at that form. Kept his chest down over the ball. Excellent. You think Greg will put Hoppy in the next game? It's a really good question. I have no idea what Greg is going to do, to be honest, at this point. If there's one thing you can say for Greg, it's that I genuinely have no idea what he's going to do at any moment. I think Hoppy probably won't start, but I could see him getting minutes in Panama. I think we're going to see very, very heavy rotation against Panama, which is actually, oh no. I need to remember that Coventry is pressing pretty high up. Like, I think Weah will start the game for sure. I think Brendan Aronson has enough fitness to go probably 60-70 minutes in this game. So that doesn't leave much room for Mr. Hoppy. And I think Pepi, I would assume that he's just going to continue to start. But it is a really fast turnaround, and genuinely, like, it's kind of crazy to try and be like covering these games on YouTube, because like if I didn't get a breakdown video out today reacting to the Jamaica game. Tomorrow is already like when people are going to be looking for a Panama preview. And then on Sunday, we're doing the charity stream. Oh, Tyler. So that just made me realize, like, damn, if it's hard to be a YouTuber covering the US men's national team, I can't imagine playing the sport and trying to get on board with that. But yeah, long story short, I think we'll probably see substitute minutes from Hoppy. Yo, what's up, Mr. Karmaface? Morning. Thoughts on Areola last night and the Twitter tacticians' hate of him. I really thought Paul Areola had a great game. He was about as good as Paul Areola can get. Hold, please. Come on, DK. Get a goal. He was about as good as Areola could be. I probably would have wanted to see him just be a bit more decisive, but he really allowed everyone else to take space. Him and Brendan Aronson as kind of a duo. He was off, yeah. Him and Brendan Aronson as a duo. If you have those types of players on your team, you just feel so much better about your own fitness and your own energy throughout the game. They're just like Energizer bunnies. So I would say I think starting Areola over Weah was incorrect, but it wasn't a bad decision, if that makes sense. Oh, Matt Turner. All right, so let's see. We're gonna put the speedster on Cade Cowell. I think Dax McCarty can come in. Yeah. All right, that'll give us a really solid midfield. Let me catch up. But yeah, I'm not on board with the Twitter tacticians of the hate on Areola. I thought probably the person that I thought had the worst game, and this is like, I'm still saying that they had a pretty good game by all accounts, was Miles Robinson. He was not very tidy with his passing out of the back, and ooh, nice. No, he wasn't. He wasn't offside. I want to see this. Oh man. Wow. What was I saying? Miles Robinson was probably the least effective player last night, just because some of his short passing, gave up easy counters to Jamaica, but that wasn't to say that he didn't play well for the most part. I really thought it was like a complete performance from almost every single person on the team. It was a really good fan, like a game to watch as a fan. So I promise you guys I'll look at the comments as soon as there's a break in the action. Trying to secure promotion for us here, boys. Uh-oh. All right, Mark. No. Yeah, if Weah can stay healthy, and if he can like continue to just get comfortable in his own body, there is nothing that this boy will not be able to do. Come on, Cade. Lead the league. Oh no. Cade. Could have put it to bed. We should still get the victory here. Yeah, Mr. Carnface, exactly what you said. Weah grew into his big body as soon as he got the fade. Didn't read that last part before I said that, but you are right. As soon as he grows into that, gets consistent minutes, I mean, he is like the X factor on our team. The X factor. Adam, you said there was a good point made by the guys on K Golasso that because Pepi and Aronson came off around the 65th minute, they'll likely be starting versus Panama. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that happening. Also, I don't know what's happening with my game capture audio when I started the stream, but I'm listening to my game music through my controller. So when alerts come in, if they're not super chats, I need to look at the other mini feed. So let me just catch up. If you are watching and I didn't call you out, I'm really sorry. But Blue Dog, thank you so much for subscribing. Jerry Irvine, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that, guys. All right, so we win that game. We should move up again, put ourselves in some good positions. Ooh. Sorry, guys, I had a quesadilla and nachos for dinner. Gotta get those chips out of my throat. All right, we're gonna play Leicester in the third round of the EFL Cup. This comes at a bad time though, because we're probably going to have to rest some players with it being such a quick turnaround. Okay, no, we got some good stamina. But yeah, I agree with the K Golasso guys. I think Pepi and Aronson will definitely be on the field to start against Panama. Areola was good, Way was better. I think that's a really good look at it, way to look at it. It'll be correct to have started Areola if it allows Way more time in the next two. Yeah, it's really difficult to know exactly what will happen because some of the decisions kind of lean towards that happening for some of our players. Like Walker Zimmerman, I wouldn't have expected him to really be on the field last night, but if that means that Chris Richards or Mark McKenzie are getting minutes in the Panama game and the Costa Rica game, then it makes a little bit more sense. But I think we just have to wait for those games. Ken, you said, yeah, you agree. Miles and those passes are 2 games in a row now. It's not like the end of the world, and we can kind of do without. I won't use the V word, but playing direct. It doesn't necessarily need defenders that can hit crossfield balls or long balls. The point of playing in that way behind the lines is that if your center backs just get the balls to your fullbacks or the midfield, then they're the ones that are pushing up the play. Then they're the ones that are finding that decisive pass. So we weren't really depending on Miles Robinson or Walker Zimmerman to make those line-breaking passes last night. But Miles really needs to clean it up in terms of that short passing game. If we concede a goal, it's going to be a mistake playing out of the back for Miles or Turner. I thought Turner was actually pretty good in terms of playing it out of the back last night. He wasn't really put under like too much pressure, but his passes were very accurate. I wouldn't have expected that from him. Also, Roel Cahill Rosquets, thank you so much for subscribing. Guys, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Dest reported a hamstring issue. That'd be big. I really thought Dest had an excellent game, probably his best game since joining the US. Huge game, shocked the world. I don't know, we're on a really difficult difficulty, Adam, and we changed the sliders to make it more realistic, so we're gonna have to work our tails off for this one. But we are set up to counter, so it could work in our favor. Likely Bello in for Dest if he's not healthy. Seems he gets hurt every time he gets called up. Yeah, I was thinking that it looked more like a cramp last night, but if he's reporting a hamstring injury, I mean, usually if it didn't seem like it was too serious, so I maybe wouldn't expect him to play in the Panama game and then maybe be ready for the Costa Rica game. But worst case scenario, he'll be out for a few weeks, 2 to 3 maybe. To be fair, for every good play Areola made, he also made an equal amount of bad plays. Yeah, but his bad plays weren't damaging to us, and he's in a position where his mistakes are more going to be about missing opportunities for goal and not necessarily like giving other teams the ability. Not just giving other teams the ability to score on us, but yeah, I think Areola was good. Way was better. That's a great way to look at it, as I think that was Moloko that said that. Turner seems to be getting better with his feet. I'm assuming that that's some of the instruction that Greg is giving him, that if he truly wants to be the first choice for the national team, he needs to get that skill set. Oh, that was bad defending on my part. And I've just let them in. Wow. We get out free there. James Madison hits the bar. Oh, man. We're probably going to have to look to counter here with Fuller and Balogun. Okay, nice run, DK. Great way to pull the defender out. Maybe Musa can make a run here. Ooh. Oh, I thought Dax was about to have... Oh, who was that? Chris Durkin then? Sean Tolkien getting into the box? Tyler Adams with a shot. How did you feel about McKennie staying back and being a destroyer while Musa was shutting? Should he be more involved? I thought he picked his moments very well. And I'm also wondering if that was like when we didn't really like leave ourselves open to any vulnerable counterattacks, and that was because if you'll notice when Anthony Robinson, because the main side that we were attacking was, oh come on Fuller, the main side that we were attacking, poor force touch, can he get a shot? Oh yeah, that's got to be better to beat Kasper Schmeichel. So if you'll notice, the side that we were attacking was really Anthony Robinson and Brendan Aronson. Nice save. So why commit forward your other fullback and leave yourself vulnerable? But we did have a good amount of like 2v2 situations that we left. Oh man, good amount of 2v2 situations. Like I didn't think he was restricting himself. I just think he chose his moments. And I also think for a young player, that really helps with just conserving energy and being able to be a part of all three games as well. Turner seems to be getting better with his feet. Yeah, I don't know if I already read that comment or not, but I do think for sure he's definitely needed to practice it if he's truly going to take over for Zach Steffen. But I love like all the little battles and storylines that are popping up. The fact that we can kind of even have this discussion about Matt Turner, Zach Steffen, even now Brendan Aronson like is starting to really make a case. I mean, he has 9 goal contributions in 11 games for the US. Like how can you really leave him off the field there? And then Yunus Musa, when Gio Reyna's back, like do we play him as an 8? I never really felt threatened there. So what sliders make it more realistic? Well, I turned down, I think the few that I remember, I turned down the sprint speeds, and so it just kind of moves, it's less arcadey. The pass speed is slower. Basically everything is a bit slower and more error prone. So it's just less like an arcade game and more like the real thing. So I think one thing that really makes a difference is I turned up first touch error to like 90 for the player. So if you'll notice, like on that Balogun breakaway, his first touch was not a good one, and he kind of had an error on that. It just makes it so it's less like a game and more realistic. That's not like perfect, by the way. Oh, DK. Power? Oh, that was our moment. He just bodied that defender. And I just found like there's a ton of communities that try and play on the most realistic, like find the most realistic sliders available, and they like tweak them around and post them online. So that's just what I did. I went on one of those message boards. I found like realistic sliders. It just didn't feel great. Nice offside. It just didn't feel like very entertaining to just win every game 4-0, 3-1. And especially in these games against very superior opponents, I just want there to be like a little bit more tension if we're going to play this series and try and win the Champions League and all of that. I just wanted there to be a bit more tension. a reason to watch, if you will. Even though part of the fun is just hanging out with everybody and talking through it and building this team. All right. Oh, Mr. Carmenface, I think I misread your question. I thought you were talking about Dest staying back and not McKenny. So I talked about this before the game when I was watching the Greg pregame conference, and in that video was talking about the balance of our midfield if Tyler Adams, Weston McKennie, and Yunus Musah all played. And I really think you saw that. Like every checkbox that you need in a midfield was ticked last night. And Weston McKennie, he did have moments to go forward, but it was really Yunus Musah's role to beat a man and put the defense on the back foot. I think that has everything to do with the positioning and the interplay between Dest and Musah. Yeah. So Musah and Dest had some great play. All right, let's get Cade Cowell in here for Balogun. Let's see if we can hit him on the counter and get Ledesma back in. Okay. I think I still like my defensive setup. I have Adams and Dax McCarty. Yeah, and then Anthony Robinson and Brendan Aronson were just an incredible duo down that left side. All of last night was just like, it was fun to watch. It was fun to be a fan last night. And that in itself just made me really happy. Tried to be cute. Tried to be cute. You could tell that really just completely disoriented. He's on? He's on? Oh. Completely disoriented the Jamaican midfield and defense, where there were so many different types of players, and we were trying to really mix up the way that we were attacking them between possession, running in behind, getting Musah the ball and having him run at the back line. Like, it was all just very disorienting and disorganizing for Jamaica to play against, because they had no idea what we were trying to do. And last night was kind of like the first time that you felt, or maybe I should speak as me, the first time that I felt like we've been talking about a game plan to execute, where we've actually like gone and done it and actually like had success executing it. I thought Musah was going to run in the back way there. Pepi's success internationally, you think he will get a call in the upcoming transfer window? I do. I also think it will be to the advantage of FC Dallas that the next transfer window will be in the MLS offseason, but the middle of the season for teams in Europe. So they'll have time to replace him, or maybe put Jesus Ferreira at a more critical... at a more critical place where he can be in the position to take over the Pepi position. So I'm so thankful for FC Dallas for... Is he on? Oh, I really thought I had a really bad offside decision there. But yeah, in terms of who is looking at him, we know there's a few Bundesliga teams. There is at least one Premier League team looking at him. And then Ajax as well has had scouts out to watch his games. So I definitely think that there will be a ton of interest. Now, because it's going to be the middle of the season and he's coming from MLS, I don't think any of the teams that buy him are going to be ones that like need to find an answer. Like sometimes in the Premier League in the winter window, there's a team that's just missing like one link in their team, and they use that winter window to buy that player. But I don't think just because Pepi's going to be coming from MLS and teams and scouts don't really trust that to the full extent, that that he will go to a team that like absolutely needs goals, which is actually should work in his favor, I think. All right, nice. Never heard of Durkin or Tolkien. Are they future prospects for the US men's national team? I would say John Tolkien, the left back, is more of a prospect. Ooh, bad giveaway from Dax. John Tolkien is more of a prospect for the US men's national team. He is currently on the New York Red Bulls. And Chris Durkin kind of was a prospect for the US men's national team, although he's still quite young. I think he's 23. And he's playing, I think he's playing in the Scottish Premier League in real life, not States United. He's like a center midfielder, center defensive mid. I think he came from DC United. Anyone feel free to correct me there. I just need one chance, one shot, one opportunity. But yeah, John Tolkien's very young, has had a breakout season for the Red Bulls, and we're always looking for left backs, right? So he's a very like physical, very athletic, high game IQ, and he plays in a very high pressing system. But yeah, he's had a very good season with the Red Bulls. And another name that we haven't really talked about lately is Kyle Duncan, who's the right back for the New York Red Bulls. I see him having a future with the US men's national team as well. Oh no. Whew. You made the national team club? Yeah, what's up, RJ? So for anyone watching that's new to this series, essentially what we've done is we've created a US men's national team club. We've moved them to the English Championship, which is the second division in England. And we basically, in the first transfer window, we bought a lot of the US prospects that were cheap, available, usually under like $5 million to buy, and we're willing to move to the second division. So we have people like Kate Cowell, Tyler Adams, Ricardo Pepi, Daryl Dike, Richie Ledesma, Yunus Musa, Chris Richards, kind of players like that. But once we get to the Premier League, which we're hoping to get to in this next season, we're currently in the automatic promotion spots after 9 games. Hopefully we'll be able to buy, the pool of 6, your Ranas, the real superstars, but I'm just happy we have Tyler Adams right now. To be honest, he is the rock in our team. Here he is. Speak of the devil. Oh. But yeah, right now we're in the EFL Cup, which is the Leagues Cup. And we're playing against Leicester, who is giving us a run for our money. We honestly might go out in this third round here. I wouldn't be surprised. We had a really tough draw. Nice defense, Mark. All right, is this going to penalties again? Yo, what's up, Preston? I'm happy I'm able to join today. Go States United. Yes, thank you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And thank you for all of your support all the time. All right, we're going straight to penalties. Dax McCarty on the field is our best penalty taker with a 65 rating. That's really not good. All right, but you know what? Let's zen it up. All right, we only have positive vibes here. We only have positive vibes, and for those positive vibes, hit that like button so more people can find us, and we're gonna do this penalty shootout. You want to have a team when all your players are called up. I know, I actually think that is going to be a huge issue, to be honest. Probably won't have games during the window, though. I think sometimes they do, especially if you're in the lower division, so hopefully we get to the Prem by then. I'm surprised he was willing to move. We just, we had a ton of money. Oh, no. Wow. Okay. That couldn't have gone better. No. I was going to go the right, but then decided not to. Oh, no. That was a poor pen, anyway. Look at this police officer with the beret in the back. Nice. All right. Hit the likes, hit the subscribes. Yes. Did he just try a Panenka on me? Did he just try a Panenka? Oh. Yes. Okay. We got life back. Championship, I don't think they really observe breaks. No, they don't. Yes. Come on, Eunice. Can't spell USA without Musa. Or can't spell Musa without USA. We're going to block Ndidi. We're going to block him. Alright, Cade. Superstar. Superstar time. Yes. We should be. We should be in the Prem next season. Alright, can we block Harvey Barnes? John Tolkien. Whew. That was a close one. Okay, Soin Chu. Miles now? Oh my god. I just need to get that on target. He's going right. He's going right. He's going right. Matt Turner's the hero. Brad Bobley's storming the field. Let's go. W's in the chat. GG's. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. RJ, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Did he save that? No, it was going wide. But still, we guessed right. We called it. We knew he was going right. Let's go. Whew, okay. Was that a 0-0 draw? How is this safe? Nice. Whew, okay. Brad Bobley. Brad Bobley is a happy man. We moved to the third round or fourth round of the, let's see. We moved to the fourth round of the EFL Cup. Where is that? No, not the FA Cup, right? Are we in the FA Cup? Carabao Cup. Oh, this is it. Okay, so we're... Is this all that's left? Okay, wait. Let's see. Let's get our... Okay, so we beat Leicester, Nottingham Forest, so Ethan Horvath and Alex Mighton beat Oldham Athletic. Exeter City beat Southampton on penalties, and Manchester United beat Aston Villa on penalties. So I hope we draw Exeter City and not Manchester United. Yeah, alright, so and now let's look at the standings for the championship. We are currently in second place, tied with Sheffield United. They have a bit better goal difference. But Fulham is right behind us. We tied Fulham earlier in the season, so we already have that game out of the way. I think that was at Craven Cottage, if I'm not mistaken. Blackburn, Birmingham, QPR, Bournemouth, and Preston round out the top 8. All right, I just want to check here because I think Cade Cowell is currently the... Yeah, so Cade Cowell is currently the top scorer in the league. Has 8 goals through 8 matches. And Ricardo Pepi is tied for most assists with 4 assists. Matt Turner tied for the lead with 4 clean sheets. And yeah, that's what's up. Ted Lasso needs to be for consideration next time. I was actually, I moved the stream from 2:05 Eastern to 2:15 because I was finishing up the most recent Ted Lasso episode with my wife, and we wanted to finish it. All right, so we have scouting report on Chris Muller now for the next transfer window. Yo, what's up, Robert? Hope you're doing well. Adams is the captain. Of course, man. Of course. And Robert, thank you so much for being a member of the channel. Guys, if you become a member of the channel, you can get a cool badge like Robert has next to him, and you can get early access to my breakdown videos. Although the early access these days, when the games are going every 2 days, is you get a few hours of early access now. All right, so now actually we could potentially play Nottingham Forest in the 4th round of the EFL Cup, which I guess is also the Carabao Cup. And we might play Ethan Horvath here. Yeah, so Ethan Horvath is starting against us. Ethan Horvath is starting against us. All right, and we need to give Yunus Musa a rest for this game. Does Shea need a rest as well? Let's see. Okay, you know what? So Chris Gloucester is going to come in for Shea. Austin Trusty is going to come in for Mark McKenzie. And Daryl DK needs a rest, so we're going to give that to Balogun. And then Cade Cowell again off the bench. Actually, you know what? We're going to reward Cade Cowell for his play. We're going to put him in to start. Biggest takeaway from the game, US men's national team fandom is getting more knowledgeable and organized. Austin was rocking. Love the atmosphere, the chants, the songs. Best fan performance I've ever seen. Yeah, it was awesome. I think there's no doubt about it now that we've been in Nashville and Austin, that we need to pick soccer specific stadiums that hold less than 30,000 people. I know it might make it more expensive to go, but the atmosphere there was amazing. It was electric. It was consistent as well. It didn't really die down at any moments in the game. So I have a lot of faith that that's the way to go from here on out. But I am excited to see how Columbus does, because Matt Frey, which is our stadium in this series, which was the old Columbus Stadium and the start of the Dos Acero. Oh, he's in. He's in. Ricardo Pepi. Ricardo Pepi is in. Scores on Ethan Horvath. And will he do a salute? No, he's going up to the fans. He's bad manners. Traitor Ethan Horvath. Yeah, Preston, I do agree though. Like, this is a beautiful play. Liquid football. Liquid football. Very nice. Oh, Ricardo Pepi is psyched up. In the 3rd minute to give us the lead against Nottingham Forest. That's big. That is big. I know we probably should win most games here, and I'm hoping to get automatic promotion. How would you guys feel if off screen if I simulated Pepi that first? Oh, good save from Horvath. How would you guys feel if I simulated some of the games so that we could get to the Premier League faster? I feel like I want to play all of them, but I just don't. I want it to go so long that you guys are just kind of like dying to see the team. Ooh, dying to see the team in the Premier League and possibly the Champions League. Stadiums with verticality is a must. Hey, Robert, we said we said at the beginning of the stream that I'm trying not to say the B word too much, but you made me do it. And it's only because Greg actually said that in an interview, which I'm still trying to get over. Still haven't gotten over that. You know, those architects in Austin, they gave that stadium great verticality, so. Oh, wow. Okay, see, so that was the sliders. Those were the sliders for realism. Like, having a range of error to the touches, to the first touches. But yeah, guys, let me know like what you want to see, what would make this series a bit better, because I'm conscious that you can watch while I'm streaming, but I'm also trying to put the series together in like a very episodic YouTube series, so I want to make sure that's good for you guys to watch as well. If you sim, will you win? It's a toss-up. The computer will kind of decide. Now, given that we have a pretty good team, we should win, but it's not a guarantee. So if we went on like a losing streak, for instance, I'd probably, like, I'm going to play a few games no matter what, like those cup games I'm going to play, and any of the finals, like any of the more important games this year, I'll definitely play. That's what I was thinking at least, but yeah, sim some games and then still get promoted. I think that's a good way to go. And then like when we're in the Premier League and the Champions League, you know we're playing every game because it's also going to be a lot more competitive. Like, or I should not speak so soon. I should not speak so soon. Mexico versus USA needs to be in Atlanta. Yeah, but D-Will, like, is that crowd really going to be like majority US? I would assume so. Like Atlanta, Atlanta would be a crazy full stadium for the US team. I don't know enough about the Atlanta crowd. Like, are they more pro? Oh, Cade, he's so deadly. What great movement. Like, are they more Atlanta focused, or would they be happy to have the US in Atlanta? Like, would it be a sold out crowd? I don't know. You scored similar to Canada against Mexico, except you had a second pass. That both of those goals were really nice in that game, the Mexico goal and the Canada goal. But man, that Canada goal was incredibly well taken. That first touch from I'm forgetting his name, but I'm pretty sure he's in MLS. Took it in the box and just curled it into the corner. That was so nice, so nice. But I did have to catch the highlights this morning because it was almost 3 a.m. by the time the US ended their game. The Y-axis, if you will. We should start calling it the V-axis, the Vaxis. Can you post your sliders, please? Yeah, so D-Will, just remind me after this game and I'll go to the settings and then you can see them. I'll also try and find the website that I got them from, and then they have like screenshots of it. But yeah, if you like how this plays and it like looks nice, and I can tell you it is pretty competitive. I have to focus a lot. Wow. I'm enjoying these sliders so far, for sure. As an architect who does residential work, I'm sure there are rules that govern the verticality of stadiums for safety's sake. So not convinced by the verticality talk. Yeah, but isn't that how, I know you're not, you're a residential architect, but isn't that how like sight lines and stuff work? Like the sharper the angle, the more people like close and on top of the field you can get. But then it's also scary for people and uncomfortable. So I guess there's a balance to find. Oh, come on, Ben. Need to be better there with that tackle. What is happening? What is happening? We're going to play out of the back here. Oy. I really have a commentator's curse here. Leon will have lots of Mexico fans, yeah. Yeah, Sario. That's it. It was sold out and the Mexican crowd would also be out there in force. Yeah, it's... I would genuinely love to see, 70,000 crazy US fans in MBS, but I think I'd rather have the guarantee that I have 30,000 crazy fans in, Columbus or Austin or like Portland. If Portland had grass, that would be my preferred US stadium. Or even Seattle. If Seattle had a soccer specific stadium, I think they would have really great national team games there as well. Richie Ledesma just finds these pockets in this game. Atlanta United gets 40k for midweek games. Yeah, but like I feel like they're excited about Atlanta United. They're not necessarily excited about the US, but I guess we don't know until we try. Oh. We gotta get this ball back. Uh-oh. Alright. Bad giveaway. Oh, and he kept on side. Older stadiums, at least in hockey, the stands were stacked on top of one another, but they can fit more people if they spread out. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of like balancing what's your profitability of how many people you can fit in versus the fan experience. Rubber banding is happening. Is it? I think I'm directly connected on both my Xbox and YouTube. Sorry guys if there is issues on the stream. I wish the Union Stadium was in Philly rather than Chester. Would be great to get to a game there. Yeah, Adam, I'm assuming you've been out there. It's fine for, you know, everyone living in Philly, but it is it's not in the city. It's definitely not in the city. Yo, what's up, Carlos? Thanks for joining in. Guys, make sure to like the video so more people can find us. And if you do enjoy US Men's National Team content, including this FIFA stuff, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're in the midst of World Cup qualifying, so I know you're here for more US content. Robert, you said, I commented on the early release video and gave my email so I can make some free graphics for you. Dude, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. For anyone that doesn't know me or is new here, I'm Jake. I run this FIFA America channel, but I do everything in my extra time. But I script out the videos, film the videos, edit the videos, make the thumbnails, everything. So yeah, Robert, if you want to make any graphics for me, or one thing I've actually been thinking about recently is actually redoing the YouTube member badges. So I don't know how you feel about the little soccer ball next to your name, but if you want to try and have a go at something like that, I don't know what kind of graphics you're focused on or specialize in, but thanks, man. I'll definitely hit you up. I'll send you an email later tonight, and then yeah, whatever you want to send over, I'd love to take a look, or like anything you want to help out on, I'm more than happy to get the help. I think Preston also, I hope I'm not calling you out or anything, but I think you had said you had worked in broadcast and radio before. So I just thank you guys so much for just offering all of the help. I really appreciate it. That's a huge, I'm very fortunate to have you guys. And again, I say this every stream, but the fact that I can be playing FIFA right now, trying to rebuild the US Men's National Team in a club career with 20 people watching is crazy to me. So, yeah, thank you guys. Let me try and catch up. Would you take Arsene Wenger over Greg? Probably not right now. Like, if we were in the hiring process all over again, definitely I would. And I just read his autobiography, actually. I have it right over here. I really liked the way that he thought about soccer. Now, I don't like how he's talking about having the World Cup every 2 years, but that's nothing to do with his coaching. But yeah, if we had to go through hiring all over again, I do think I would take Arsene Wenger over Greg. But you know what? We'll never know if that means that we wouldn't have Yunus Musa. Ooh, what a shot! We wouldn't have Yunus Musa, Serginho Dest, all of that. Philly fans of any sport are the absolute worst. Hey there, hey now. You do have a better view with more verticality, but you have limits to step riser heights. I can't tell if you're like messing with us or if you're truly an architect using those words. Enjoyed watching you play FIFA. Gotta get back to work. All right, peace, man. Get to building those vertical homes for us. Really appreciate you joining in. Thanks so much. I'll see you in a bit. Rubber branding is for the AI. You don't get too far in front of the AI. Moments of brilliance. It's weird. They added this. I don't know if this is what that means, but they added a setting this year which you can turn on, which is like unique difficulty, or like player-based difficulty. So I don't know if that's what that is, but I have heard of rubber banding before. I will say this right now, for like Ultimate Team and stuff, I really try not to blame the game. I try and stay, this is going to be super weird, but I try and stay very positive and like very like I own my performance, and that to me makes me feel like I can get better. It makes me feel like I do get better, and I focus on what I can get better on, like the mistakes that I can fix or finishing more chances. Even though, like, yes, FIFA sometimes is very unfair as a game. I know that. But that I've like seen that on Reddit about rubber banding, or like the AI just turning into superhumans, or like bad things happening in the, you know, the last minutes of the half to give you cool situations or scenarios. Ooh. Chris, wow. But yeah, anyways, long rant. Adam, it's a beautiful stadium, but the infrastructure to get there just isn't great, whereas it's super easy to get to the complex in South Philly. Yeah, the rail system to get there is terrible. Sometimes it doesn't run. The Union like said there was a bus there for a long time. Wow, Austin Trusty just almost had the goal of the season for us. Speaking of Philadelphia alumni, Austin Trusty. Oh, that's not good. All right, yellow card for, wow, for Austin Trusty. Speak of the devil. I do love Philly Union's songs about how no one likes us. No one likes us, we don't care. We're from Philly, fucking Philly. No one likes us, we don't care. Anyways, Hoga Bonito. Exactly. Exactly. That's what this team is all about. Stop saying it. Every time you guys type it in the chat, I have to in my head I'm reading those comments, and out loud I'm reading those comments. So the more you type it, the more I have to say it, man. So I didn't say your comment out of love for you. Anonymity. All right. Nice. Nice, nice. Might have to get some subs in here soon. Feel like, oh, jeez. Ooh, what a finish. Pepi is on today. On today. Harvey said World Cup every 2 years is terrible. I feel like 5 subs needs to be permanent. The match congestions nowadays, yeah. I completely agree. And actually I like the 5 subs in a way. Like, it really keeps the game more fresh. It feels like there's a bit more consistency in the play. Like, you can still get really exciting, energized moments late in the game now. Oh, geez. Tack. Come on, man. You came at the wrong time. I just can't say this word anymore. I can't. But everyone say hi to Filippo. Thanks for being in the chat, Filippo. Thanks for watching. I really enjoyed your streams last night. It was awesome to see Pete joining from Chicago after his gig, being a secret superstar actor. The opposing team's fans should memorize that Bill Burr rant playing in Philly. I feel like that's a point of pride at this point for Philly. Weston prefers horizontally. Hey now, hey now. Watch it. Watch it in this chat. Uh-oh. Nice header from Jay Glad. Let's see if we can get Cade Cowles. Oh, nope. Filippo, I've been meaning to ask you if you have an Xbox and if you have FIFA. I feel like it would be cool to get maybe a tournament going or some pro clubs going with some other people in the community. His is the horizontal only stream. I agree. Best way to sleep. But, you know, if you're an astronaut, if you are an astronaut, I think you have to sleep standing up. So, oh no. Okay. Sorry, guys. There's a glitch in this game where if I go, sorry for anyone listening to that. There's a glitch in this game where if I do the after game interview, it does this, and I remembered to avoid it up until now, but I forgot. So now you just have to listen to my voice, and I will play some Spotify on my computer. If we keep dominating games and winning, Craig can say verticality all he wants. Again, guys, it's in the chat, so I'm gonna say it. What if I told you this isn't Filippo? I do think it is Filippo. Yeah, I mean, Football Manager is definitely the better of the two games. It is good. It is. It's super addicting. It's basically like if you guys have ever played Civilization, it's basically like Civilization for soccer fans, and that is not a good place to be if you want a life. Who's your team in Football Manager, Tech? Who's leading goal scorer is Cade Cowell right now. Cade Cowell has 10 goals in 9 matches, and I think if we scroll down, we should see Pepi. Yeah, so Pepi has 4 in 9, but Cade Cowell is just unstoppable in the league right now. I play Football Manager and now FIFA again when I want to play vertical. Yeah, man. If only we had time. If only we had time like back when we were young. All right, let me play some music on, so we have some background jams on here. All right. Make sure you guys cool. All right, let's see if this works. Can you guys let me know how that audio is, if you can hear the background music and if it's a good place for my voice? All right, let's keep going in these games. Haven't played lately. Time has been an issue. Stuck at the car now with the Florida rain. Peace, dude. Enjoy your day. Thanks for stopping by. If you didn't work so much, you could probably play more Football Manager. Just saying. Tact was young. He was forming all these stories about Brazil. Oh my god. I really do like. I've said this. I'm sorry for people that watch this stream all the time, but Tack and Pete and Sam from Yank Report are the reasons why I even thought to make this channel. So I will be forever grateful for them. And I do feel like we all kind of bring a little bit different opinion to the forefront. But in any case, Tack, like when I started my channel, first of all, he was literally the first guest I ever had on this channel. You can watch the interview. It's from like 4 or 5 months ago. And every time I would bother him on Twitter with like, hey, what mic do you use? How do you pick video topics? All that stuff. He is always more than happy to take the time and talk me through his process. And it's I could not be more grateful and humbled to be like, when people mention me on Twitter in the same this is silly, in the same tweet as Pete and Filippo, it just it feels really nice to be considered in that company. And lately I have genuinely been feeling like I am good enough. I can get to that level. It's just going to take time. If you've been following us for a while, you know the story. But if you're new here, we just started the channel. The channel is only 4 months old, 4 or so months old. The podcast has like 15 episodes, and we're already hitting the podcast in like audio downloads is hitting new heights. The channel is hitting new heights. I just, from the beginnings of Pete and Tack helping me along the way to now where this community is, and having, 1,600 subscribers and being able to host the charity event on Sunday, it just feels crazy that 4 months ago this channel didn't exist. So really appreciate everyone. Oh, Richie almost finishing off that with an insane goal. Work is for suckers. Yeah, man. It's I'm assuming Filippo is going to one of his 2 full-time jobs, which aren't his YouTube. So power to Filippo. Power to Filippo. Retire, you got plenty. Plenty of jobs, maybe. Hopefully, I hope for Filippo's sake that he has enough time and resources to get his soccer school to be kind of like a premier school in Florida, that he has enough time to do everything that he wants. And if that is making more YouTube videos, then that would be awesome. We all love to see it. We all love to watch them. You watch the game live, Jake? Yo, what's up, Gerson? Thank you so much for coming back. Really appreciate it. Did I watch the game live? Yes, I did watch the game live. It started at... Ooh, no. Oh, man, we need to see that again. Oh, damn it. I mean, darn it. Can't get anything going here. Sorry, let me get... Did I watch the game live? What did you like seeing from the team? I did watch the game live. It was at 12:30 my time. I'm very happy that Sunday's game, I think, starts at 11 p.m. my time, which is more than doable, especially for a Sunday night. What did I love? I loved, first of all, if you haven't seen my breakdown video, I kind of go through this, so forgive me if you've if you've all heard this before. Oh, come on, Ricardo, break away. See, that's the error. I forgot to show the sliders. I'll do that after. Okay, so all this goal line decision is saying we didn't score a goal. I really liked the balance that we brought through our offense. So the fact that we weren't just trying to play one way, it really threw Jamaica off their game. Like, they didn't know if they should stay back and absorb pressure from possession. They didn't know if they should commit numbers forward when they were countering, because if they did that, then they would leave space exposed for us playing through the lines, which is what the V word is. So I really loved how our plan, like the way that we were actually going to win this game, it came to fruition, and we kind of executed perfectly. Like, nobody really had a bad game. I like all of the performances were pretty much spot on what you need from a moment like that. Hello at school, but wanted to stop by and say keep up the good work. Elkin, thank you so much, and thank you for the sub and the super chat from the last one. I really appreciated that, man. It was awesome to see. Thank you for the follow, and thanks for being back. Did you watch the Mexico match last night? I'm gonna buy some maple syrup today. Screw Atkins. So yeah, by the time that the US game was over, it was 3 in the morning and I had work today. So plus I wanted to get a video out. So I did not watch the game live, but I did watch the extended highlights today. All I can say is that Canada has had their 2 most difficult away games so far in this window, and they've gotten 2 points out of it. They've tied the US in the US, and they've tied Mexico in Mexico. that is beyond impressive. And I think they've pretty much solidly gotten themselves kind of creating their own destiny to get to the World Cup now. Canada, I thought, looked really good. The possession numbers were like almost 50-50. Their expected goals were higher than Mexico as well. I think it was like 1.5 for Canada and 0.9 for Mexico. So yeah, for everything I've seen, plus I can only attest to the highlights that I watched, so someone in the chat might be able to say more about it. But yeah, that Canada team, that was not the pass I wanted to make. I thought he was off too. You and Sam are my two favorites. I think you guys are more understanding how young our team is, but still want to see better from the team. Yeah, thanks so much, Robert. I really appreciate that. And that's what I mean in terms of like, I think that everyone, me, Sam, Pete, Filippo, we all kind of have a different way of looking at this. And all of them are right and all of them are wrong in the way that we look at it. So you kind of just have to pick and choose like which one you enjoy the most, and that could be, opinion based, that could be presentation based. But I'm just glad that I have a space here where people, appreciate that opinion of mine, and it's a great community to be a part of. But I really do appreciate comments like that. Like those are the ones that just make it easy for me. Like I would have expected 4 months ago to be in this position where we've gotten to like 100 videos in 4 months, where I would be feeling burnout, but I genuinely feel just excitement about the future, and I can't wait to continue making more stuff. So, and it's comments like those that just keep me going. Just invent a time machine and buy Bitcoin in 2009, or travel to the future and figure out what is next. Easy. Moloko, I can't tell you how many times I've thought about that, or buying Ethereum when it was $9 and now it's at 3,500. 12:30, where do you live? I live in London, so I have UK time. I'm 5 hours ahead of Eastern time. What sucks about becoming popular is that us chatting with you like this will become more and more impossible. Yeah, I noticed yesterday, sorry guys, I'm just gonna catch up on the chats and then play the second half. What I noticed yesterday is, maybe I'll do this. So what I noticed yesterday in Pete and Filippo's chat is that they could really only read super chats, and I completely understand that, but it is like, I don't want you guys to ever feel like just to talk to me or like have me read what you're saying, you have to spend money. Like, you're more than free to support the channel. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I'm happy to do that. But I never want it to get to the point where I'm too big. And probably like at this growth rate, it's very far away from that happening. But if anything, what I can promise you is that every day I wake up, I scroll through every single comment that's been posted on the videos. Chats are a bit more difficult because it's live, and like if you get stuck on something, it's a bit more difficult to go through it. But I do promise that when you comment on videos and everything, I literally read every single comment, and if I have time, I respond to them as well. But I am really going to try and keep that. And to be fair, like, I'm very far away from that actually happening, so don't worry. Mexico v Canada was a good game, actually. Mexico v Canada. Yeah, it looked really competitive, both teams with their chances. I definitely would have wanted to stay up if it was more convenient, or maybe on a weekend when I had more time. So I like how Adams stayed back when Dest and Robinson were way up the pitch. He's our smartest player, should be permanent captain. I think that's the case that he's making now in this window. Speak of the devil, he just came up on my screen. But in this window, like, McKinney, yeah, he could be captain if Adams isn't on the field, but he has, lost the trust of some people. Pulisic, I almost see him in the same role as Dempsey with the captain's armband. Like, he's more of a quiet leader, leading through his actions, and I feel like Adams is a great balance between those two. Of like, he is one of the hardest workers on the field. He has an engine, he never stops running, but he's also someone that can talk, motivate, give direction to all the people around him. But he really was one of the reasons why I felt so comfortable pushing Anthony Robinson up the field to combine with Brendan Aronson, or pushing Serginho Dest up the field to combine with Yunus Musa on the wings there, because you always knew Tyler Adams was going to stop any ball that came into the U.S. area. Aaron, you said Mexico was really sitting back against Canada. It was really weird. I think Canada, like, also to be fair to Canada, it seemed like they made very offensive substitutions, so they were really trying to go for it, try to win that game. Canada could have won that game. Yeah, thanks guys so much, because I didn't get to watch that, so it's great to see people that have watched it know more about me, or know more about it than me in the comments. Davies was giving Mexico problems all game. To be honest, like we really should have won that game against Canada, but that is a scary team. I'm kind of happy we've already gotten that game out of the way. I won't say they're the best on talent, like all 11, but Alphonso Davies, Tejan Buchanan, Jonathan David, all extremely, extremely good players. Davies more effective with Canada than Pulisic with the US. I do think that's the case, and I'll also say, like, Davies is just as successful in his club career as Christian Pulisic, if not more. So that's not a surprise to me, but I also feel like sometimes when the US plays with Pulisic, they're just like, they just give him the ball and hope that he does something, and they look to him to be the only, creator, or the only person that deserves the ball. Oh, jeez. And with Canada and Davies, it really... DK, come on, that was the wrong decision. With Canada and Davies, it really seems like they've built a complete team, and Davies is just a very important part of that 11, where I feel like when Pulisic's on the field, he's the only thing, the only person that we're caring about, that we're trying to feed the ball. And that really hurts us sometimes. You could see it in the Honduras game when Pulisic went out with the injury, just how much more we needed to depend on each other. And again, I'm not saying that as a slight to Pulisic. He's by far and away our best, most dangerous player, but at the same time, I think we need to be realistic about what our team looks like when we have our true best starting 11 on the field, because man, I cannot break down this defense. Because if we can play with our truly best starting 11, and we can play as a team at that moment, then CONCACAF will be easy for us. But we are so far away from that right now. Oh no. Man, I probably should have done better there. But yeah, I would honestly agree with you guys. And Gerson, you said it, I'd honestly say so. Tejan actually had a bit of a stinker, except for a few plays. Yeah, and if someone can... what is happening? And if someone can tell me what happened, it actually looked like he was playing striker next to Jonathan David at some points, at least in the highlights. What a save! DK just saved it off the line, guys. Daryl DK is a sleeper agent for... Is this Bristol City? Daryl DK is a sleeper agent for Bristol City. Jeez. Alright, and you guys have to remind me when this next game is over that I show you the sliders for the difficulties. But what is up, everyone? We have 25 people watching. God damn! That's insane. Make sure I hit the like button so more people can find us. Yada, yada, yada. All that good stuff. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for watching this series of the U.S. men's national team created career. I really thought he was going to get that header off. Okay, let's make some subs. Let's bring some fresh legs on. The leading goal scorer, Cade Cowell, he's going to come on for Pepi. Yunus Musa. I don't really love those. No, hold on. Alright, Yunus Musa is going to come on for Desma. Cardi. Okay, I just want to get Musa up here because he's a bit better of a dribbler, and he can maybe break down this line. Yeah, and Jonathan David didn't play all that great either. So yeah, now imagine that Jonathan David and Tejan Buchanan didn't have a great game and they still deservedly tied, maybe almost won the game against Mexico. Like, that's a damn scary team, guys. Ooh, get him. Come on, Daryl. Okay. If only Daryl was Cade in that instance. I just don't want to give the ball away. I need to make sure I make it count with these. Oh, see? You see that dribbling? You see? Oh. I feel like the US plays better as a team without Pulisic. I'm not going to go so far as to say that that's the case. But what I will say is we need to find a way to have him as part of the 11 and not just have it be the Pulisic team of the United States. You know what I mean? I think he's off. Damn. He is. He's off. Okay. I think good players have to be selfish and a bit ball hoggish. Pulisic and Reina show that sometimes. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Yes, that's true. But I think what you want to see in terms of ball hogging is what I saw, what I would say I saw from Yunus Musa yesterday, which was essentially he's going to try and beat players when it's the best decision for the team. You know, like he's going to try and beat players through the middle because he knows that a lane will open up, whereas Pulisic might try and beat a player which has no bearing or outcome on the full play. Oh, come on. TK, please. Muscle. I tried to shield with the left trigger. Just, okay, we're going to find this winner. We need to pick up these points. Not like that. Not like that. Gave me ideas today for the 4-3-3 to make it more stable. Just finished your tactical breakdown. Loved it. Thanks, man. I had it's funny, like going to sleep last night after the game, I just had all these thoughts in my head. What was, oh no. Wow. Was this the game that we had goal line technology, or was that the last game? I can't remember. But yeah, thanks Mr. Karmaface for watching that. I had all these thoughts running through my head last night of like all the things that I wanted to say on the breakdown, and I feel like that was a really good, yes, come on boys, 85th minute, Daryl DK, he's gonna do this dance. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I'm glad it could help you, man. I'm really glad it could help you. If you guys haven't watched the tactical breakdown of the Jamaica versus US game, I would definitely recommend going to watch it. I really talked through what it's not so much about players or the starting 11, but just how we used our formation and really had like true balance. It was a full performance from Matt Turner, even having some nice plays of, man, Matt Turner having some nice plays where he was playing out of the back, and then we had plays where we were playing more direct. We had plays, oh, Daryl, that pass has to be better, man. Ooh, foul? So definitely go watch that, guys. If I was a Mexican fan, I would be worried US and Canada are improving at a pace greater than Mexico. I'd definitely be worried, man. If I was a fan of the Mexican national team, I would absolutely be worried, and not necessarily worried about this cycle, although there are some signs, and there's some signs. Ooh, there's some worrying signs for almost every team, basically. But at the rate that Mexico is going right now, they're only getting older. They don't have a ton of great young prospects. Ooh. Although Julian Araujo and David Ochoa will definitely help a lot. yeah, their midfield's getting old, and just look at what happened to Jamaica last night. They have a good defense. They have some good attacking players. They just couldn't hold the ball in the middle. They didn't really have any structure when we were attacking them that could stop us, and it was really just it showed how much like having an amateur coach and missing links in your starting 11 can damage your team, and especially at the international level. I think there's kind of phases that your team can go through. Like sometimes you have one or two star players and then the rest are, you know, backyard league. Or like I think Jamaica's kind of in this, although they didn't have Michael Antonio or Ethan Pinnock last night, or Leon Bailey, but it's like you have some superstars and then everyone's kind of catching up to you. Then there's the US where like you have a bunch of young players, some are playing Champions League. It's all very just interesting to figure out where everyone is kind of going, what their momentum looks like in CONCACAF. So look at this. Matt Turner is the clean sheet leader now in the championship. He has 5 clean sheets in 10 matches, 6 goals conceded, average match rating of 7. His transfer value has shot up to 7 million. Missed chance to double the lead. That's okay. US men's national team. Are these like videos? I don't really understand. Club news. Okay. Cool. All right, let me see. What do you think Aronson's ceiling is? If he progresses at this rate, at the rate he's progressing, the sky is the limit for this guy. There is something inherent in the way that he plays and the way that he seems to improve, that it's his improvement and his motivation those things don't have ceilings. And so for me, it's more about, can he put himself in the best team to develop? Can he put himself in the best position to develop with a coach and really set himself up for the future? But there's a part of me that feels like Aronson could potentially have one of the highest ceilings in this US team. National teams are cyclical. Your young up-and-coming players become surefire starters, blocking young players, then you get old and have to start over. There's definitely a cycle. The worst part for the US right now is that we don't really have that top end of the cycle. The Michael Bradleys and the Josie Altidores should be that top end of the cycle, but they're just so much worse in quality than all of our young players. So we are definitely missing on that generation. The US is doing a great job developing prospects for the Mexican national team. I mean, on some level, yeah, Mexico is definitely taking some of our prospects that we've developed in the US. But you know what? You really can't fault any of these young kids that are 17, 18, 19 years old making decisions like that. So it's really a difficult one for me to talk about because it's a deeply personal situation for each of them. But that comment, I know it's tongue-in-cheek, but I'm gonna take it on the chin. Like the US, I feel like that's a point of pride for me at this point, that MLS academies are developing Mexican Americans better than Mexico players can develop in Mexican academies, and that says something about MLS and where we're at as a nation. Tillery said they play a scene, it just takes a while. Gotcha. Okay. Weah is 10 million. We need Weah or Zardes. So I think when we tried to get Weah in the transfer window, Lille accepted our bid, and then Weah didn't want to come to the championship and play in the second division in England. So that's why I say when we get to the Premier League, one, we'll get a huge infusion of cash for making it so that we can make some of these transfers, but also the players that we couldn't sway away with these big transfers and big wages, we should be able to get them over here. But now I'm noticing that he went to Watford, and isn't Watford in the championship this season? So he might have lied to us then, and maybe they are in the Prem still. For some reason I keep thinking either Watford or Wolves, but I guess they're both still in the Premier League. Okay, so Timothy Weah didn't lie to us then. Let's watch one of these cutscenes if we can. All right, this will load up. They need to update Weah's face and body type. They need to update a ton of stuff, but one of the best parts about MLS is that they have most of their real faces, although I don't think Ricardo Pepi has it, which is a bummer. Weah with that fade in game would be clean for sure, for sure. Huge infusion of cash from Saudi Arabia like Newcastle. Man, oh man. You guys think Mbappe is going to be on Newcastle in a few years? Who's going to be that first player? Okay, so we're already losing Miles Robinson and Yunus Musa. I'm surprised Tyler Adams isn't on that list, but whatever. All right, we're going to play one more game here, and we need to change our kits. Oh, before I do, I now remember that I will show you guys the sliders. Robert, do you mean McKinney's hair in real life or McKinney's hair in the game? I don't think we have him, so I'm assuming you mean in real life. Hey man, they can do whatever they'd like. Okay, so for any of you guys interested in the sliders, YouTube also has a DVR, so if you want to go back and pause it to look at these, to change your sliders in game. So these are the realistic sliders. I just got them from a forum that really tries to tweak the game to make it as realistic as possible. So sprint speed's at 30, essentially that just makes the players a bit slower. Shot error is at 60, so every shot has some kind of margin of error. There's pass error, shot speeds turn down, pass speeds turn down. Injury frequency is up, but injury severity is down. And I don't really know what these positionings mean. I'm assuming it just allows the computer AI to defend a bit better. And then, yeah, first touch control error is up to 90. So this is the one thing that I've really found to actually impact the gameplay a lot. Sorry, then there's other sliders for the computer as well. So this is the CPU sliders. Can I show my tactics? I definitely will after this. Real life, it looks like the Bride of Frankenstein. I think it looks better than Pogba's, if you've seen Pogba's recently. Yeah, man, you're asking me hair questions. It's been a few years since I was able to grow much. Although I will say, if I let it grow, I'd have a pretty sweet horseshoe shape, a pretty sweet Caesar around my head. Like my hair grows in this just, it's very specific. It's very specific. Yeah, you can't ask me hair questions, guys. That's not going to go over well. Come on. You should know better by now. All right, so we are playing in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. The tactics are essentially balanced with a high defensive line. And then I have really found counterplay to be a great way to score against computers. Now, once we get to the Premier League though, and when we buy Pulisic and Reina, some of those players, I do want to try to play a 4-3-3. And whether that's a false 9, whether that's a 4-3-3 with an attacking midfielder, we'll see what that looks like. But I do want my team to play a bit wider. I'm playing with a narrow diamond, so I want them to spread out a little bit and have some width, and then kind of balanced for the players in the box. Tyler Adams is our captain. And then for our strikers, we're asking them to get in behind. Although I think I'm going to change this actually to mixed. Cade Cowell can run in behind, but Pepi hasn't really got the breakaway speed. And then Ledesma is on stay forward because I want him to be able to pick up the ball and spray balls to Cade Cowell and Ricardo Pepi. And then Tyler Adams is on cut passing lanes and stay back while attacking. I think these, yeah, the fullbacks are on overlap, so they can give me width. I'm playing in a very narrow formation, so I need John Tolkien and Justin Che to overlap the midfielders and provide me some width. So that's what it is. Yo, what's up, Brian? How are you? Guys, if you can, Deutsche Yank on Twitter is one of the best follows. If you follow the podcast, you know him as Ryan. He's our expat in Germany. He's the man on the ground, man on the ground. Jake has the photo negative of the haircut that the bonks have. Exactly. I have the exact opposite of where you would expect hair to grow. Pogba and Griezmann on that free kick was a beauty. I'm a Barca fan, so Griezmann frustrates me. I just think, oh damn it, I forgot to change the... Well, you're watching red on red. Sorry, guys. I think Busio took those free kicks yesterday. There would have been a goal. Maybe. He's excellent at overlap. Dang. Yeah, Dax McCarty is not the person that's getting those overlaps done. I actually thought, because I think Weston McKennie took the first free kick and then Serginho Dest took the second free kick. I liked both of them. I thought they were both pretty good attempts, although Busio has scored a ton of them in competitive games before. But Serginho's, I mean, if he gets that a little bit closer to goal, I mean that's in. That's in. It probably goes without saying, right? If he gets it closer to goal, that's in the goal. But you know what I mean. You get the gist. Now, if I didn't have to focus before, I really have to focus on these red jerseys. Is he on? He's off. Good man, loving the videos. Thanks, man. If we could have had Tom awake and not schooling earlier, we probably could have done a breakdown. And I'm sorry if I missed a Discord chat with you, but we can definitely set up a schedule for these next World Cup qualifiers. What I'm noticing is that as someone making videos, the games are coming very quickly. So the game was last night, right? The breakdown videos are out today. Tomorrow is the game. Tomorrow is the day before the Panama game. So if you want to make a preview video, that has to be tomorrow. And then Sunday is the Panama match, right? So if it's crazy, okay, so here's the width that I'm talking about with the overlapping fullbacks. Let's see if we can make it count. Nope. So if it's crazy as someone making videos, can you just imagine if you're playing 90 minutes and having to turn around and play a game 2 days later? It's absolutely insane to me. And you have to travel in between that as well. Just wild. Do they still overlap on stay back while attacking? Yeah, so you just saw that. Like, it's more about them picking their opportunities to do so, which I like because the computer definitely takes advantage. Let's see if we can get Dax on the run here. Oh, one more. Oh, what a move. What a move by the US there. Is that, so Cowell to McCarty to Pepi. Pepi gets his 5th of the season, I think. All right, let me catch back up. If Rainer took those free kicks, one would have been a corker. Yeah, I mean, we have some good dead ball specialists, even Kellen Acosta. Not judging. Oh, can you not do navy shorts with the Waldo leg top? I think I'm sad because I think it's too late to change the uniforms. But what I should have done is, yeah, I should have spent a bit more time thinking about what not having a solid option as a uniform would do, because we basically need to change the uniforms for all of our opposition now. No worries, man. Let's do a preview video. I'm in for it all. Nice. What a guy. What a guy. Guys, if you like this channel and you're not following Deutsche Yank on Twitter and you're not listening to the podcast, then who are you? Who are ya? Who are ya? I don't even know you. Alright, we're playing Daryl Dike's old team, the Barnes. If we can get Cade Cowell on the break, yes, we can. Oh, I didn't really see an angle there. I probably should have low driven it into the... I just tried to get fancy there. I have Areola questions, but best midfield questions in 3CB. Do you, I mean, this is probably one of your questions, but do you think Areola is going to be seeing the field in Panama? And if Zimmerman was playing, okay, so I've heard a few things, and this is coming from Pete and Filippo's post game, but I've heard that Chris Richards is going to be going back to Hoffenheim after the second game because Hoffenheim has a game like 3 days later, and if we cave to the club's demands in a FIFA window with a player like Chris Richards, I think that's the absolute wrong decision, especially if he didn't play against Jamaica in this first game. But otherwise, I think it was okay for Walker Zimmerman to play if the intention is that he doesn't play for the rest of the window. Next season will let you change unis. Oh, thank God. And thank you for that, because that was kind of giving me anxiety, Andrew. You're a savior. Thank you so much. Oh, he bodied that fellow. We're going corner. That's a pure Pepi goal right there. That's a pure Pepi goal. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, Barnsley isn't a very strong team, and we're always slated to get the victory here. But we are going to put ourselves solidly in a position for promotion about 10 games into the championship. I think what I'll likely do tomorrow is just sim some games and make sure that we're still in some promotion spots, because I do want to get to a point with you guys after, maybe it's a week, maybe it's a few days, that we're actually in the Premier League and we're maybe playing some Champions League football. I think that'll be a bit more exciting than watching the championship. Or maybe I'll just play some of these games off screen and get through them. But I cannot wait to take this team into the Premier League and see what they can do there. See what Pepi's ceiling is. Maybe Richie Ledesma's ceiling. Reina, McKinney, and Adams best midfield after yesterday. Musa proved inadvertently. So are you saying that Musa was poor, and that you think Reina should be there? Because I do. Oh no! Why do they always score after I talk smack about their team? So I'm wondering what you're saying, Mr. Karmaface. Are you saying that Musa didn't have a good enough game, or that Reina just needs to be healthy? So I do think Musa had some very important moments and gives us something that is a bit lacking even when Reina is on the field. It's still being discussed, but yes, that could happen. Yeah. It would not be a good situation if Greg or the Federation allowed him to leave. Like, honestly, this is World Cup qualifying. Who cares? Who cares about clubs in World Cup qualifying? If Hoffenheim need players because they have a game 3 days after World Cup qualifying, then take it up with FIFA. Why is that the US's burden to let one of their players leave? My only issues with created unis is my save the new gen numbers don't show up. Yeah, that's weird. I also need to change the kit numbers. That's something I've been meaning to do as well. I'm just glad I banged this in Dax. Oh. Yeah, I thought Musa played well. Musa played well. He's really strong. If anything, he could be putting McKennie starting on the hot seat. Yeah. I think it's a really great problem to have. I'd much rather be having arguments with all of you guys about like why everyone should be starting because they're in such good form, or they bring something incredible to the US team rather than arguing about why someone needs to be benched because they're not good enough. Like, it's great to start to see like some of the fruits of our labor. Oh, man. Moose played great. We've been lacking that kind of player that can shuttle the ball between defense and attack. Yeah, Andrew, I've been saying that all the time is what we needed. And I wasn't really expecting much, to be honest, with Luca De La Torre, but hey, I was happy with his performance. I was really happy. Adams and McKennie are pretty untouchable in my opinion. I don't see them going anywhere. McKennie is less untouchable than Adams, but he's still very far from being taken off this roster. It's a discussion that like he'd probably be the first one to leave off if he was, but no, he's not in the discussion to be taken off. If it was Reyna, he has the vision and keeps his head up. Yeah, but he's also kind of selfish sometimes. And again, Yunus Musah was selfish at times yesterday as well. But also Greg hasn't played Giovanni Reyna in the midfield, by the way. He's been a number 8 for Dortmund this entire season, playing incredibly well when he's been healthy. And Greg just has him hanging out on the wing. Okay. What are we going to do here? Okay, Miles beats his man. Make it a good pass. Okay, Richie. Boom. Bing, bang. Yes, John. All right, Jake, I'm out. Keep killing it, man. You're the best. Dude, thank you. Thanks for joining. Always appreciate the support. And thanks, guys, so much, whether it's your lunch break, your end of day, or you're just on dad duty. I appreciate you so much for being here. Or mom duty. We accept and appreciate everyone. We accept and appreciate. All right, kill this game off, Cade. Near it. He took an extra touch. You guys heard. I hit that shot button. All right, we're going to take Cade off for that. He needs a break. Why is Daryl DK not... Daryl DK must have like the worst stamina in this game. No, I'm just wondering what it is. Where is this man's stamina? Does he even have stamina? Okay, 59. Make that final pass or shoot it from outside the box. Yeah, I mean, to me, Reyna is still... I just need to see him play in the right position. Like every single discussion with Greg. But you could see it last night that basically every single person was in the right position. And look how well we played. Look how natural it was flowing. Look how creative and free everyone felt, especially in that second half. The big four, Weston is lowest. Yeah. And credit to Musah. I think we are forgetting that this is his true competitive debut for the US in a World Cup qualifier to have the game that he did. There are lots more people that are more talented right now that have had or would have had a way worse game than Yunus Musah did. So we have to give credit to Musah as well for actually like going about his business on his first start. Oh, come on, Balogun. I found that to be a really, really good sign. And again, just playing him in the position where he feels best. Incredible block by Miles right there to keep us in the lead. Oh, okay. This is your moment, Daryl. This is your moment. Let's go. We power that in. We power that in. Best strength in the game, horrible stamina and balance on DK. But we do it. We get this we shut it out. No clean sheet for Matt Turner, but we should get another very important 3 points. DK, yes. Okay, let's go. Also, guys, on Sunday for the... You can't complain to your teammates for that one, Daryl. On Sunday, when I'm playing FIFA, do you guys want to see more States United, or do you want to see me play Ultimate Team with the USA team? Like, let me know what would be best for Sunday when we're going to be doing a 12-hour charity stream. And some of that day is going to be, you know, talking with Sam from Yank Report, talking with Meg Swanek, talking with Bells from Scuff Podcast. But the other times throughout the day, I'll be playing FIFA. So I was thinking I'd play some States United. But also, if you guys want to see some US and Ultimate Team, I have Clint Dempsey now. The hero card is in the club. You'll be happy to know. Let's see, who else is on here? Brian White Inform from Vancouver is on the team. We have Inform Dest as well. So we have all the big movers from the US at the moment. Greg not putting Reina Central is really interesting. Consider... hold on. Uh-oh. That's my bad, Matt. Uh-oh. Are they storming a comeback? We'll see. All right, let me finish this out. Setting him in front of McKinney and Adam seemingly sets him up to not be exposed for his defensive weaknesses. Yeah, if he kind of played the Musa role from last night, I think that's the perfect role for Gio Reyna, if not a little bit more offensive even. One thing that I'm really enjoying though about Reyna's season so far is that he has been pretty good defensively, and even in interviews he's said that that's a part of his game that he needs to work on. So yeah. Also, I missed one of the subscribers 30 minutes ago, Cita de Macedo. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that. All right. I don't know about your sliders, but I feel like goalies got a lot better in this game, get a lot more shots. States United is fun. Thanks, Andrew. The goalie skill is turned down in the sliders for me, just a little bit. So they're still very strong. They still save a lot, but they're a bit less tuned down than what you would find in Ultimate Team. I've found it to be a pretty good mix. Yes, that midfield would be perfect with Weston, Reyna, and Adams. I feel like it gives you more opportunities to interact with States United. Yeah, when I'm playing Ultimate Team, I am completely laser focused because I need to be. Taku said, I do think there's a place for Musa somewhere. Halen Carr yesterday compared his ball retention to Nagby. Not style of play, but that aspect of his game. Yeah. If you guys saw throughout the game, the moments when we were trying to play between the lines and like actually have possession and disorganize the defense through possession, Yunus Musa and Brendan Aronson had incredible first touches, and they were very distinctive first touches that set them up to make the incisive pass, or at least try the incisive pass. So that is something that has just been missing for a very long time. People that I'm confident will kind of glue the ball to their feet with that first touch. And Darlington Nagby is one of the only players in the last decade that could do that. It's true, he doesn't get dispossessed much, ball is stuck to his feet, and when he switches speed, it's rad. Yeah, I think we're speaking the same language for sure. So here, Richie Ledesma has 5 assists in 11 matches. He has 1 goal as well, so 6 goal contributions. We are rocking right now. Let's look at the standings. We played 11 games. We are currently tied with Sheffield United. Wow, same record, same goals for, same goals against, same goal differential, all of that, same points. Pretty crazy, but we occupy the first 2 spots. And I believe that in the Carabao Cup, we are in round 4. Holy moly, we are playing Chelsea. That is going to be a good one. You're going to want to stick around. I'll likely play that a good amount tomorrow. So guys, make sure you are subscribed to the channel so that when I do go live, and put the bell on so that you get alerted when I go live or when there's new videos out. And thank you so much for joining us on the States United journey. I think I'll just stick around for like 2 or 3 more minutes. If you guys have any other questions that you want to talk about the game, like the US Jamaica game, or you have any questions about States United, I'm happy to chat for a few more minutes. But I think that's it for me on the game tonight. And it is getting a bit later right now. It's 9:20 at night. So I'm going to go spend some time with my wife, maybe watch the last Ted Lasso episode and head to bed. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, throw them in now. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button, all that good stuff. That said, have you signed Nagby? No, we haven't. I don't think we scouted him. And that's not because I don't like him. It's more just because he doesn't really fit the bill of like young up and comers, and Dax McCarty is just my favorite MLS American player. So, and he has incredibly high stamina, which is good in the game for career mode. So that's why we have him there. But I do like, now that we're going to go back to our true starting 11, I think, yeah, I think this is what we'll go with. This is what we'll go with. Let's see if, I think we were trying to make Yunus Musa center attacking mid as well. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone has a great night. And if you want to check in tomorrow, I should have a preview out with Ryan Deutsche Yank, who joined us earlier. But yeah, otherwise, enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the US being in first place. And oh, Tech, you mentioned in the past, I think you're working on coaching licenses. Have you thought about doing a video on that if you haven't already? Yeah, I have. It's in the locker. I promise that at some point I will get a video out about coaching licenses, the difference between UK and the US, and what the road and path is for the UK. But with so many of these games coming up so quickly, it's very difficult to get like any other content out. But I promise you that is in the back of my mind. I have it written down in like my topics list of videos that I want to cover. So don't worry, that is coming later on. And if you have any suggestions on what you want to hear, just let me know. All right, guys, with that, I hope everyone has a great night. I'll probably see you tomorrow, but if you are available on Sunday as well, we're doing the 12-hour live stream from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I really hope to see you there to raise more money for Open Goal Project. See ya. Take it easy, everyone.